This is kind of the last dance with Golgari Devotion in the sense that, you know, in the sense that a new set's coming out and things are going to change. So I'm kind of locking in my list going into Dominaria and seeing if, you know, the deck's going to be still broken on the other side. I'm trying some things here for anybody who wasn't just listening. I don't like 5 2-drops and 3 Kiora. I really do like 4 Kiora, but I'm just trying it to max on black sources because I added a 5th black card that I bring in, Abrupt Decay, which I think is extremely awesome. Ooh, yeah, let me get this deck up on the thing. There's a couple various 5K side events. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just commentating the big legacy thing with Anurag. Big fan of that, homie. All right, let me get this deck up on Stream Decker. And then we'll start playing. But yeah, that's the plan. We're starting with this one. Then we're going to do a deck donation after that. And then, yeah, if anyone wants to get in queue behind that for deck donations, I've been kind of bad about doing them just because I've been waiting till Dominaria comes out. But now if you got Dominaria deck donations, get them in, be first in queue, and, you know, we'll get those going when we can play the cards. All right, so the deck should be up on Stream Decker now. Let's play some Magic. Depends, Elf Lord. I'll play in it if I do well on the first one on Friday. I'm playing the 20K on Friday, but if I scrub, then I'll play the 20K on Saturday, and if I do well in that, then I'll be playing day 2, but otherwise, yeah, I'll be playing the 10K in Columbus. I'm playing as many modern events as I can. Hopefully it's only 2, because that means I did good in at least one of the big ones, but yeah, I'll be there. You as well, I assume? It's going to be a fun one. Yeah, and these factor messages are going to pop up, y'all. We're going to talk about it a little bit more, but if you want to get a head start, help out, you know, get this counter to 50. And once again, hang on. Once again, we're going to try this again. I'm yet to give away a box of Modern Horizon, but I want to. I really want to. I want to send someone. I got an OG box of Modern Horizon that I'll mail to one of these 50 people that sign up for some free meals and stuff. I'll randomly select one of them and mail this out if we do hit our goals. We haven't hit one yet, so I'm still waiting to give one of these away, but just an added incentive to try out some, you know, delicious meals and whatnot. Sunday is the only day I'm going to be able to make it. Okay. Hey, it's going to be fun. Sundays are a great day to be at the SCGs. The tournaments start early, so you can get home early. Columbus is just a great city. I'm pretty pumped for this one. I'll be backpack streaming as well. So while this is probably the last stream of this week, you know, from me sitting on my computer, I'll be backpack streaming all 3 days. No, it's not. It is a 2-1 AE digital. I'm sure there are one-day events, but the way it goes is Friday starts a 2-day, Saturday starts a 2-day, and then Sunday's a 1-day, so they kind of overlap. But if you do bad, you can kind of keep playing on them kind of thing. I thought it was 3 1-days as well, AE, I'm not gonna lie, until someone corrected me on it, but I learned quickly. And then when we get back, it's gonna be all Dominaria, Pioneer, Standard, Historic, or not Historic, Pioneer, Modern a little bit, Standard, Explorer, and Limited, because I'll have Tournament and a little bit of Legacy. I have a lot of different commentating events where, you know, so I really got to spread myself out. So it should be kind of wild. So, all right, let's play some Magic. That's a lot of Storm the Festivals. On the draw, we're guaranteed to have 3 mana, so we only need 2 to really turn on our hand. And then we just absolutely pop off. Yeah, whatever, YOLO, for science. For science. If I was on the play, I'd mulligan this, for sure. And maybe it should still be a mulligan on the draw, but... Ooh, especially if it's a mirror. Okay. We'll play this. I really do like our... oops, let me get this centered a bit. I really do like this deck in mirrors. I just slaughtered the mirror pretty much all weekend in that Sunday 5K. I just went 4-0 against him in that event. 4-0, just 4-0, 8-0. I don't think I lost a single game in the mirror match. Granted, some of my opponents screwed up, but, you know, that's on them. Yeah, Dogs, whatever happened? I know you were 4-0 at some point, but then I kind of rushed out of that 5K. I'm guessing you didn't top 8. I didn't think I saw you in there, but yeah, I thought at least you were gonna get there, but yeah, I lost my winning end. That's not good. That was not good. You missed. Yep, agreed, Dog. That is definitely how I'd been feeling in these mirror matches. Well, I wasn't anticipating them LDing me here, so that's pretty bad. But if they don't have a payoff, Karn get a land, lose Karn, start popping off is still fine. Yeah, that mono blue player had it going on. People on my backpack stream thought that person had marked cards. And I kind of looked back, I didn't really see anything, but I did tell a judge. But I definitely didn't see it. But that person, that deck is meant to absolutely eviscerate our deck, that's for sure. Okay, so I could tick up, but then they attack everything. Or six, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I just have to Karn and get the land. Yeah, this hand was just too slow against the mirror. If I would have known it was the mirror, I would have mulliganed for sure. Because elves are just so good against them. But at least we'll guarantee a Cavalier, and maybe they can't combo us. But yeah, we should be dead. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think the matchup is like absolutely terrible. And I think the mono blue player has to be good. Step one, if they're good, they're heavily favored, maybe 70, 68, 32 or something. But if they're bad, I don't think the matchup is even that terrible. Yes, that does make me proud. That absolutely does make me proud. No, I really do think it's the best deck. And, usually, I'm always the type of player that sticks to my guns. When I firmly feel something is the best or something's correct, I stick with it. Doesn't mean I'm always right, but I'll play it out. There's been plenty of situations where I've been right, plenty of situations where I've been wrong, Grixis Death Shadow, for instance, leading into the Invitational. People thought I was crazy. People thought I was crazy for playing that deck and, just dominated and ended up being the best deck. But people generally thought I was just being the stupidest person for playing. Be like, oh, that's cute, that you're playing that. And, there's other instances where I was like, mono green aggro instead of devotion, way better. I was kind of diehard on that. And then I was like, okay, yep, I was wrong. Got off of it. But now exactly the Teferi, the new Teferi version, I think it's a scam. I think it's good against certain versions, but I don't think it's needed. I think Vraska does the same thing. And sometimes it can be awkward. Sometimes it can be really good, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so I don't know. That's how I feel on that one. All right. This is a card I cut as well for Abrupt Decay. It just doesn't come up that often where I need it, but of course it's great against me here, and I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah. Let's go to the next game. Yeah, and honestly, being on the draw sucked, yes. And honestly, I think that is, because I just did coverage of the Mana Traders event, and there were 3 mono white decks in the top 8. And when that deck's on the play, I think that one's a pretty bad matchup too. Where I kind of thought it was pretty easy, but with the removal spells, I do think it's pretty good. And I think if we're on the play, we're still favored. But that matchup is scary as well. And I kind of called it. I don't know what's going to happen when Dominaria comes out because, you know, everything's going to be different. But I kind of called it where the metagame is just going to shift into all decks that have good game against mono green. And all the decks that were like buys are kind of being pushed out. And that's definitely what we're starting to see right now. So, you know, there's a solid chance when Dominaria comes out that I pick a different deck, you know, just because like it is getting pretty hateful out there. All right, I think just this for this. I think I'd rather have Caryatid so I can Abrupt Decay, but maybe not. Maybe I don't need it. I still got, what, 10 sources? Yeah, I think that's fine. Wolfwillow Haven is the better card, but when you bring in black cards, I like to have the Caryatids. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that is how it feels. That is how it feels. But if every deck starts to turn into a bad matchup, then, you know, then it gets a little scary. Okay. Yeah, that does seem slightly better. Redain is also just pretty good against green, you know? Like, and Redain, the flip side, is super good against, like, Rakdos and stuff, so I think people should be playing both of those cards. Like, 2 of each. I think they're both great. Yeah, but Mono White made it to the finals of the Mana Traders thing and won it. Like, Mono White did look good this weekend, I will say. And Mono Green was 20% of the field and didn't put anyone into the top 8. That's pretty telling. That's pretty telling and makes me sad. But like you said, we got a whole new plethora of cards coming out, so things are going to change. Yeah, Brave isn't a messed up card. And there is one deck that I really want to try. I want to try 4-color Jeskai Luca Fires with that new Binding card. I think that's a nice one. That card's not that good with fires, but it's just a super good card with triomes. And that is true. That is true. There was one person that played a Black Splash and they kept a loose ass hand against them when they were like 5-0, but yeah. I totally agree. I'm with you, man. I'm glad someone else is having good results and kind of dieharding on it, because I feel like I'm the only one that's been playing this. Obviously, I haven't played Devotion in a while, and I haven't been able to play it in challenges, and I haven't been able to prove it, you know? Like, whenever people prove it, you win a challenge or something, then it gets put more on the map. And the only Pioneer Challenge I top 8'd with it, I did it on a ghost account because I was concealing information. I did it on this account now, which is my new one, but... so... I wasn't really going for the accolades or anything, but... Okay. Let's slither away. Yep, this is much better than Wolfwillow with this draw, because we get to play Vraska. All right. Wouldn't mind a land, though. Would not mind a land. Otherwise, we just probably give away a Vraska, but that's okay. Do. Okay. Land. Yeah, no matter what, I don't want them to Cavalier, even if I'm missing a land drop here. Decklist should be up on the stream decker there. And now they have to attack with Mystic, so they can't 4-drop me. Yeah, and whoever's the first one to sign up for this factor thing and see that timer move above me, gets a high five. One straight high five. Okay, yep, that's killing Vraska. That was at least a good, you know, time walk. And now if they don't have another play, then we get to just cleanly eat the elf. Yeah, as long as they don't have a creature. Okay. What's the abbreviation? It's always obvious when people say it, and then I'm just like, oh yeah, of course. They can still Cavalier now. Oh, Liliana the Veil? Yeah. I don't know.
This is worse than Yuri on ha. What's good, man?
I think it would still be good against Liliana. And you know what would be sick, Fern Dogs, to play? Is that 6-drop, that Ferox card in our sideboard if that becomes big. I mean, that card's going to start messing people up again. Like, if you discard it, put it into play, I forget what it's called. Hey, After God, what's up, bro? Coming back for 27 months. Welcome back, my friend. I know. I do love me some Yorion. I am going to just Vraska here. Yeah, no hide Ferox. Yeah, that people are gonna get a rude awakening with that card. Like, I'll free up my Karn space. I already got some cards that I'm okay cutting, you know? All right, so now we have 3 devotion. Next turn we can play Llanowar. That's 4 devotion, so add 4, sack a land, hopefully get a land for Cavalier, but can't believe they beat us to Cavalier here when we were on the play, and we killed 2 of their creatures. We just can't get a land. All right, 2 Besages, that's not great. Okay, that one is not free. Well, this is slightly awkward, but I think I'm gonna do it. Tilt. All right. All right, now we'll just absolutely pop off next turn. Mono blue. Mono blue is really bad. Mono blue tempo. And only drawing Nykthos and 1 other land. That's not great for you as well. Okay. Just don't be too bad. Otherwise, we still have a sick turn. The problem is we don't even have the forest to block, so if they attack, I think I might just have to get rid of Vraska. Yeah, that card is a nice one, I must say. Yeah, so Heptagon, how you been, man? I've been chatting with you in a while. And yeah, I don't really know any of the other cards in the set, I'm not gonna lie. I have not looked a lot yet. When I drive up to Columbus on Thursday, that's my plan. Well, now do I block with a Llanowar and keep Vraska? Probably. Okay. All right. Okay, I can actually probably sack this to Vraska now. Because if I hit another Nykthos, I'd rather play that. Okay. All right, they're still probably dead here, and we're landless right now, which is pretty hilarious. All right, so this is going to be free. So let's play this. Now the real question is, do I want to activate before this ability? Most of the time it's always yes. But this time if I hit just a forest, I can then play another Cav into this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I did hit Nykthos, which is kind of a tilt, actually. Okay. So now I get to go Cavalier. And now I want to do it with the ability on the stack. Forest. Did you, Fern Dog? Yes! My homie! Appreciate you, dog! Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm making it rain tokens on you next time, okay, dog? Appreciate you. Did it make a sound or anything? It just updated. It did update, but yeah, appreciate it. What, did you get some good meals, dog? Let me know what they are when I get into it. 8, 9, 10. So Karn and Cavalier. Okay, that should do it as long as I hit a land, it's game. Land? Okay, thank God. Well, it's also Nykthos, so now it's really game. Okay, so now you get the Chain Veil to start since I already used this. I love that we won when we had 0 lands at one point of this turn. So you start with Chain Veil so I can activate Vraska again. And I can actually untap this and do it again. Now untap this. Now go for this. Now go for this. Get Ugin's Nexus. Cast that. Take some turns. Bang. Tick this up. Sacrifice something. Sure. I'll slap one of these in there for funsies. Awesome. What was the total price after all the savings? Just curious because I haven't actually looked into it yet. We'll go like this. Infinite mana. Just gotta have more creatures than them. Yeah, they're literally just dead on board, so I can just pass the turn. I guess I can go like this. 5, emblem. I guess I can just kill them this turn. I don't even need to take the extra turn. All right, so let's go with Pestilence. Sort of Blast, Karn, Vraska. Nice. Yes, okay, sweet. Yeah, 40 bucks for 4 meals. That's how good of a deal it was before, so yeah. So 4 meals if it's across 6 boxes. Let's see here. Okay, you save that amount of money, short queues, over that amount, but if you just get 4 for, let's say, then it's that amount and you could cancel. But if you were to get 6 meals, you would save 130 bucks rather than what it would normally charge you, you know? So yeah, it's all however many you want, basically. I guess I can't Vraska. Okay. So I have to go like this. All right, whatever. I just can't kill them this turn. I'll just go to next turn. Yeah, but it's awesome. You know, it's a sister company of HelloFresh, so it's kind of the same with just a couple of different focuses for ingredients. So if you like that other sponsorship, Q's, I bet you'd like this one as well. Yeah. And that included the shipping as well. Yeah, that's a damn good deal. I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. Okay, I'm going to keep it the same here. Exactly. Exactly. I've been taking advantage of these things when I'm not the streamer as well, but when they ask me to sponsor these things where, you know, I get the same sign up thing, you know, like I sign up, but I get to go through my own link and get it. So I get the exact same deal. You know, sometimes it comes with a sponsorship fee or something like that. But yeah, and if I ever hit 50 orders, they give me some good cash. That's why I always like to give away something sweet if we ever hit it. So as of right now, Fern Dogs is 100% to win this. If we get to 50, well, I guess then there'd be 50. But hey, you got a 2% chance to win this so far, Fern Dogs. I think it'll be pretty good. I think it'll be pretty good in red black. But that's the only home I see it in so far. It's a pretty good hand though. Exactly. Yeah, that's very good. AKA for me, I've been, you know, with the same woman for a very long time, but still, I can't really cook. So if I'm like, oh, I got dinner this time, babe, you know, it's still good. All right. All right, this is a great draw. Turn 2 Old Growth Troll and then start popping off. You know, I was saying that too. I think it's going to be good in Grease Fang. Brad thinks it's going to be bad, and I think he's wrong. But I could be wrong. I think it's really good. Oh, so they have the nuts. That's my favorite draw, by the way. That's my favorite draw by far. Turn 2 Old Growth Troll is my second, but... Or Kiora Untap Elf. That's a good one, too. Yeah. Hey, this is the best time to try it is with one of these guides. Tour guide, LOL. Huh, guide, tour guides. Yeah, I appreciate it. Just follow the link, and it'll give you that deal. Oh, someone else did it. Was that you? Was that you, tour guide, or? What do you take out of red black though? Yeah, I don't know about that. Chris Zuckerman coming back for 11 months. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you. Welcome back, my friend. Yeah, pretty much, Mr. Nobody. Well, thank you, tour guide. Thank you for joining. All right, if we get, you know, like I said, we get 48 more, you're in the drawing here. I know you'll try to build something, though, Heptagon. You'll try to build some brews. Ooh, that was the one card if I drew, I was like, all right, I might have to change my mind. Oh, dog, you would do it, right? Drawing for this. If I hit 50 people that get Factor, one of those 50 people, I'll mail this box of Modern Horizons to. It's not Modern Horizons 2. It's just Modern Horizon. But actually, I do have Modern Horizon 2, and, you know, I could do either one. I don't really care, but... All right, I think I have to do this. Because then next turn I can Vraska something. Land or Llanowar? Yeah, I'm gonna decay. Exactly, it's just like, you know, HelloFresh kind of thing. Yep, exactly, SPS. So if you like that one, you'll like this. Okay, so let's plan this out. I'm gonna decay this turn, and then next turn, I am either going to Vraska or Old Growth Troll. Probably Vraska, though. And if I'm gonna Vraska, the land is probably better. Okay. All right, that shut him off of Cavalier at least. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they could just completely pop off. You know, they could go, I guess they can't old growth into things, but, you know, we might just be able to get them. They might not have a land, and they just have, like, Old Growth Troll or something, but. Yeah, no idea, Wraith, sorry. You like Dolph? Yeah, I think it's good. Well, we can't all be you, SPS. We can't all be you. Okay. Yeah, now I definitely wish I had Elf because Vraska doesn't look very good here. Yeah, kind of a bummer. All right, now it's their big turn. Let's hope it's not too big. How you been though, SPS? I haven't talked to you in a while. Life good? Vraska. Vraska, no Teferi, or Bolus. I've just been playing the list that's on the screen. Dang it. Kind of punished there. All right, let's hope they don't have a big one. That's a big one. Oh, they can do the stupid thing again. Dang it. God's Pharaoh statue. Shit. Oh, boat. I think that's better for me. Okay, so I can still Cavalier. I would not recommend attacking, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I still think I just need to progress here. Yep, still in a lot of trouble. They can probably figure out a win from here. But we're going to make them do it. All right. Well, kill me. Well, I've been playing a lot of Magic, believe it or not, since it's my job. But outside of that, pretty busy. Starting to travel again for tournaments. And, you know, after Columbus, I'll have like 2 weeks. And then it's just like tournament. A lot of commentating jobs. Like up until the end of November, from like mid-September to the end of November, I'm going to be just traveling everywhere and doing some of the biggest commentating jobs of my career. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna stream Grinding Breach today, unfortunately. No, I don't think I'll be able to get any more Grinding Breach YouTube or stream comment anymore. But I can't do it because I'm writing my sideboard guide for the patron tonight. So you know, if you're really looking for Pioneer content, that's what I'll be working on for my family members or higher for the patron. Yep, I'm doing Magic 30. I'll be commentating Worlds there. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, it should be up later in the week. Yeah, I'm very, you know, I can't say very certain, but I think I'm commentating the DreamHack thing. I haven't officially gotten the thing yet. I haven't officially gotten the offer, but they did say that they wanted me and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But worst case, I did win an RCQ, so I'll be there at least. But okay. So now what do I want? Does any of this really help me? So Kira, I mean, do I just want another Cavalier, probably? Probably, because then I can go Cavalier and Abrupt Decay next turn. That seems pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Ah, Fern Dogs. Come on, buddy. There was a very clear reason why we couldn't do that. Otherwise, I would have done it. They had the boat untapped, so they could have crewed in response. Yeah. Yeah, dog. Yeah. All right. 4, 5, Cav. Okay. It's pretty good. So I think I probably just do it now. Could kill this and then kill Karn, I guess, but I don't really care about Karn. If they didn't have the forest, I'd be snap killing this now, but they do. All right, let's give her to Kiora and say go. Yeah, you're working? Okay, there you go. All right, we're still on the back foot, but we're definitely clinging back. Oh, shit! Yeah, I bet SBS. Is that your first little one? Oh, you did? Heptagon, nice! Heptagon's the third one. Heptagon in the drawing. In the drawing for a Modern Horizon box. Excellent. Okay, didn't tick up on the boat. Uh-oh. You don't need that, Nykthos. Okay. You don't need that, Nykthos. Uh-oh. All right, we like that. Well, congrats, Steve. That's awesome. That is super awesome, my friend. Okay, well. Now the question is, do I think I can win the game if I don't block? And what would I get if I do block? So I could get Kiora. And I could go Kiora, activate for 5, untap down to 3, up to 8. And then Storm. Or I could block. Put Old Girl Troll here. Okay, let's think if I don't block. I get to add 7 mana. And then I can Storm and Vraska for sure. Is Kiora actually more mana? So 6, so that's 10 mana if I don't block. If I do block, Kiora is 5, 8. So it is 2 mana less. But boat's gone, and I'm not fearing death immediately, which is a good thing. Could also just block and then just storm the festival right away and try to see what we hit. Blocking and then putting a Kiora into play is pretty strong. Oh, nice. Oh, even like Flamin' Yawn and stuff for 40 bucks? Oh, nice. Excellent. I'm happy about that. Yeah, anyone listening, try it out. This sounds great. I haven't even looked yet, so. This is relatively close. You almost never die with damage, but you know, it is definitely a possibility here. So I am going to block. I have a plan. I'm going to put Kiora on top. Then I think I'm going to attack Karn immediately and see. And if they block, you know, obviously I get some more stuff. They could just block with Meteor Golem and keep it alive, I guess, but okay. All right, Kiora. Five. 8. Cavalier, please. Not great. Oath and Karn. I could get Karn and Sylvan Caryatid. I haven't played a land. Wait, can I tap Treasure Vault for a mana? I can't remember this. Does that work? I can add mana with it? Okay, so I could Vraska. Huh. Classic Twitch chat. Okay. All right. So I really don't want them to Karn. And honestly, I'm so far ahead as long as they can't Karn. So I think I should actually go get Needle. And I can sack it later. So Karn for sure. I'll go get Needle. It's probably going to go away. And then either Oath or Sylvan Caryatid. I think I can get an Oath. And yeah, I haven't played a land, so maybe I can play Vraska. Okay. Old Girl Troll is definitely the play here. Or it's definitely the pick. I don't know if I want to actually play it here. I could get risky and play Old Girl Troll and hope to hit a land. Old Girl Troll also protects my shit decently. All right, I'm going to try it. Okay, well. Got a game plan now. It is get Tormod's Crypt, play it. That way, if they negative on Karn to like bring some, you know, get the, to try to get whatchamacallit, Restorative Blast, then I can at least sack this in response. But I can't use it now, so right now it does nothing, but there you go. Yeah, you got it, dog. You waited till you saw it. I know it. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see how nasty they can be to me. They better win the game, because if not, they are dead. Thanks for everybody who signed up for Factor, you know, like, the one thing I love about doing these type of sponsorships is I just firmly believe that they're awesome already, so it's, like, easy to sell it, but it still means a lot when people do it, because, you know, that means I get more of them, which is just awesome, you know? Even Tori's like, another food service thing? Like, hell yeah, she was, like, jumping up and down, she's like, let's get some food, that sounds great. I guess they can Karn tick up on Crypt, but that means they don't activate Karn this turn. This is game 3, I believe. Yep. Yes. Dog, that would be awesome. Yeah, that's where you get the next level bonus points, is if not only are you getting it yourself, but you can think of other people in your life that might like these kind of things and give the code to them, you know, that would be awesome. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you. Okay. Yep, so they do that. Now I can have 6 at least. Nice. Hey, congratulations. Hey, if you ever get first with my list, the best way to always help out a loving streamer is send one of those tweets out, you know? But no, I'm happy for you. Congrats. Okay, so let's go like this. They're very dead. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. I cannot get Chain Veil, though. I gotta know that. But I just start with... Yes. Ugin's Nexus. Take the next turn. Storm thy festival. Cavalier land. Yes. Draw, trigger. Nykthos, activate. Flash it back. Land. Kiora, sure. Untap. Devote. Hit it. Cavalier. Karn. Land. Activate. Meteor Golem. Bang. Hiya. Don't need to even do this. Play this land. Already untapped. Yes. Beat down. I'm just gonna click fast so I can make sure to lock this up. We'll have plenty of time, but just to be sure. Ugin's Nexus. Close enough. Get that out of there. Hiya. Destroy this thing for funsies. Attack. Don't even think I need to do anything else. Yep. That'll do. They're whites for Teferi. And portable holes out of the board. Bonked. Bonked, bonked, bonk. Yeah, a lot of things would have worked there. We could have picked our own way to win. But regardless, once you take an extra turn with Vraska, it's over. So... But yeah, it's for Heptagon. They played Teferi, who slows the sunset. That's kind of what people are saying is the best version. And it is a good card. You can go infinite life with Chain Veil, which is cool. And hey, R. Marvin, what's up? It's going well. How about yourself? Alrighty. So we are gonna order our factor real quick. Yep. Hey, I mean, Heptagon, that's how I feel, but you never know. All right, we're going to unlock this offer. Continue shopping. All right, what do I want to get? You guys got like 4 meals? That seems pretty good. Okay, or 6 meals. Yeah, I think 4 meals sounds good. So let's select this plan. I have to do this. I guess I can continue with Facebook. Yeah, they'll let me up it later. We're going to try it first. So, yeah, okay. I love being able to continue as Facebook or whatever to log into things. Like, that is just nice. So, all right. I suppose I should type this stuff in off screen, huh? Let y'all know where I live. All right. That looks good. 40 bucks. Yeah, like you said, that looks great. Will be delivered on 9/7. Is that perfect? Yeah, that is perfect. Sweet. So 9/7, I'm going to get my food. Okay, I just got to put in some other information real quick, and then we'll actually check out the items. So 1 second, y'all, and then we'll get back to playing Magic. I just wanted to do this first, you know, after like an hour of the stream. And then we'll get back to playing. Okay. Yep. They're like, please enter a valid credit card number. And I'm like, yeah, it's an American Express number. Oh, I did type it in wrong. Never mind. Okay. You got me there. They got me on that one. I don't think that's even the best deck against him, SPS. I think there is better decks against it. Even mono white, I think, is probably a little better. Mind telling us where you found it? Celebrity/influencer. Nice. I guess I'll click that one. Okay. Looks like we got this. Okay, cool. So let's check out the meals. Let me hide this background shit for the time being. Okay. So what did y'all get that really looked good? Ooh, creamy Parmesan chicken. Anyone get that? That one sounds good. I don't think I want a chicken bowl. Oh, do I have to reselect it, huh? I want to edit my meals. It does move fast. It does move fast. Honey mustard chicken, not for me. Not for me. That might be for someone, and I know it's for Tori, but not for me. Jalapeno popper burger, that could be really good. We're going to check out the rest. That taco bowl could be good too, but this is for sure what I'm going to do. I'll do the chicken. Okay, explore full menu. All right, let's check it out. Oh, chorizo chili mac. That looks good. I can just picture Tori just saying, all right, that'll give me heartburn. Cilantro long mahi mahi. I'm not a big seafood fan. Okay, these do look good. You got the chili mac? Nice, nice. Happy wife, happy life. That's a good point. Indian butter chicken. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Let's see. And I know they change like every single week and stuff, which is nice. All right, I'm thinking I'm gonna get this burger, but I gotta really think it out. Ooh, they look like they're on the healthier side too, which is great. Seafood, yeah, exactly, Agent. Exactly. Ooh, yum. Oh, I'm getting that for sure. Pork shepherd's pie, yum. They had me at mashed potatoes. Chicken fried rice. Ooh, stir fry. Yep, give me that. Big fan of that. Keto ranch chicken. I'm from the Midwest, so, you know, naturally, that's going to get me. I don't love mushrooms, though. That does look good. Oh, yeah, cheesy broccoli. That's got me. Gotta go with that. All right, I'm saving these for. All right, I'm gonna put it over here for 1 second. Make sure my address is not on here. Yep, Wednesday. Oh, they have breakfast too. Oh shit, yeah. And keto shakes. Nice. Okay. Yeah, check this out, y'all. breakfast stuff. They got shakes, desserts. Oh, baby. All right, I better chill on this first one. All right, so we're gonna skip add-ons for now. Continue. Okay, I think I'm done. Is this the page it ended on, Fern Dogs? Like, then you're just done, right? Seems like my order went through. All right, I'll double check. You just went to settings to make sure? Okay. Order history. Yep. Pending. Looks good. Orders all sent through. Okay. So yeah, if you all are interested in that, getting some of those meals delivered to my house, that's $40 for essentially 8 meals because they are 2 meals in each one. I think that's how it works. Yeah, okay, that's a deal. That is a deal. So you registered for NRG Minneapolis. Would be sweet to play against you. Yeah, unfortunately, I might be unregistering from that. I'm still going to be there, strangely enough, but I actually got a commentating job that I think I'm going to be doing that instead. So I don't think I'll actually be playing in that NRG anymore, which is kind of a bummer because I do love them, but yeah. Yeah, brutal, huh? Okay, so we'll get back to playing, but yeah, if y'all want to download any Factor, you know, exclamation point Factor in the chat, really good meals and all that stuff. I'm excited. I don't have to grocery shop next week. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wasn't gonna anyways. Let's get real. Okay, let's finish this league. I did lose round 1 of this league to, I think the mirror? Yeah, I think I got eviscerated by the mirror. Okay. So let's finish this one. Oh, baby. We like double Elf-Hound Cavaliers. Yeah, this is the tough one, though. Like, if I know they're not going to kill my elf to play the second elf on 2 instead of Old Growth just to get Cavalier, it's usually wrong, but you never know. There's the Blood Crypt. Black-red mid. This matchup, I think, is getting slowly and slowly closer and closer, you know? I know, I might be getting that breakfast bundle next, too. That looked good. All right, so here's that. Yeah, I love breakfast deliveries. Yum. You're not going to kill that one, too, are you? What a jerk. Yeah, and like, this is just better than Llanowar Waste here once again. Every single time I play this card, it's just better than Llanowar Waste, so. Not that that land is very good, but I'm pretty sold that these pathways are better. What do you think, Dog? You weren't playing the pathways, right? All right, there's a Fable. 3, 4. All right, so I can Karn. I think even if they kill Old Girl Troll with Chandra or something, I'm still going to play Cavalier next turn, so I can start with Treasure Vault. Oh shit, you're right. You're totally right, DeJoy. Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, I missed a Wolf Willow. Fuck. Yeah, you're totally right. All right, good job, Corey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, that's if you have that, but also don't have overgrown tomb, you know? But yeah, that's definitely a cost, but I think I lose more to the damage than I would lose to that sequence. But yeah. You know, I did get invited, Heptagon. I did get invited to the streamer event. I just had to do a deck donation as well. You know, not the best advertisement for the patron for getting these perks, as I just say, I forgot about it the whole time. But there's a perk for my patron. If you're at a high enough, you get a deck donation. And this gentleman, Alan, who has been in there, has wanted me to play their deck for a while, and I've just been super being procrastinate about it. So that's my bad. All right, so they can't activate this, so I do get to just freely destroy that. Now we can just kind of play our things. Yeah. Elf. Cav. This tapped. And we'll say go. For the Explorer Anthology? Oh no. Yeah, Lair is very good. Lair is very good. Okay, that was mean. Now, what do we want? Probably just an Oath. Could get Kiora. Do I win with Kiora? For Kiora, Restorative Blast, get No, I don't think so. I think I need more. So let's get this. I have to block. Unless they didn't attack Karn for some reason. Yeah. All right. Start with an Oath. Tilt. All right, we'll get Caryatid. Caryatid. See how much mana we can produce. Okay, so 7. I can Restorative Blast and get a few things. Boat to deal with this seems like the step 1. But what if I Restorative Blast down to 3, Kiora untap. Doesn't feel great. Yeah, Restorative Blast, and then I can't even recast Karn. Could just attack with Lair. That's probably just Boat. Yeah, I'll just have to top deck. The bird, yeah, there we go. That'd be a good one. Could Lair for 1, but it's not Lair for 2, so we better deal with this. And we'll say go. All right. The beats. Mm-hmm. Tilt, 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 tilt. Line of War. Green, 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 green. Could sacrifice this. Get a 2/2. Crew. I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Get this reflection out of here. And we've pretty much given up the devotion plan, but what can you do? I mean, they're definitely not dead yet. They got a lot of redraws. Boat is extremely good against them, though, Heptagon. It's a nice one. Yeah, I don't think it's good enough. I think something would have to drastically change, but yeah, I don't know. I just think this version of the deck is just far superior. You know, like, the fact that you just win on turn 4, like, you can win with Stompy if they do nothing on turn 4, but I don't know. I don't think it's good enough right now. And that's coming from someone who loves it, so. Okay. Oh, yeah. Chandra? Okay. It's not that big of a deal. Croc's off the top. Pretty gross. If they're not dead. They might just be dead. Boat kills Harvester. Oh, yeah, they're probably dead. I just need a 2/2. No, I need a big layer. Okay, Devotion does nothing, so I can only make it a 3, 4, 5. 5, 5. Oh my god, am I 1 mana short? I have 11. Jesus Christ. I think. Devote for 4, 6, 5. I think it's exactly 11. Oh, untap Troll. Oh, that's interesting. It's 10. Yeah, that does it, Xaxes. Nice line. Nice line. That might actually be Xaxes +1. That was a solid line. All right, Devote. Crew. Untap. Layer. Yeah, did it +1. Yeah, I did not see that line. Nice work. Yeah, love it. Love it. Sweet. That was a nice one. Okay, red-black. I don't really like to change anything. Don't really like Abrupt Decay against them. Carry Out is actually okay. Because they might bring an Extinction Event, but they never name even, so it's pretty safe. Yeah, I think I just like it the way it is. Yep. It's a good matchup. Bonk 'em. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All right, got 5 people signed up. That is awesome. Thanks for the support, everyone. Yeah, if you want to check it out yourself, download some get some delicious meals sent to your house. I'm going to be doing a cooking stream with Tori next week when we get it around the 7th or the 8th, which will be really fun. Big fan of the cooking streams. All right. Bring it on. Okay, this hand's a beaut. Anytime I have Overgrown Tomb in my hand, it just feels so good. No problem. No problem. Did you just place it now? I don't see it updated, but maybe you were one of the earlier ones. Thank you, Not So Superman 7. Awesome. Enjoy your delicious food. Enjoy your dank meal. Let's drop some bombs on all the people joining Factor 75 here. Let's go. It does look good. I'm excited. And honestly, I've been eating out basically like every day for like the last 2 or 3 weeks since my sponsorship with HelloFresh ended. Me and Tori were like, okay, now we're sick of cooking. Let's go out a bunch of times. And now we're very much sick of going out, you know, and spending 50, 60 bucks every meal. Okay, probably just the old troll. Could go carry out it an oath. I think the old girl troll is just more mana. Worse against Lava Coil specifically, but that's about it. Okay. All right, let's pop off, I guess. The old turn 3 Cavalier, no big deal. With a creature land, why not? Yeah, Downfall 2 is very good. Get him. I probably actually shouldn't have attacked there. All right, no extinction event, please. See, because now the deck plays like Downfall, they play Extinction Event. Extinction Event is probably the worst one. They play so many cards against us, I don't even think it's like a slam dunk matchup anymore. I didn't get to play anything this last weekend. I was doing commentary, Lord Cringe, but I'm going to be playing it this weekend. No! God. It's too good against us. Now we're fucked. It's just too good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just green's still doing well, but it's this hated right now, which is impressive for the deck, but also frustrating. It's definitely targeted right now. But whatever, new set coming out, everything's going to change. Yeah, I went 14-0 with my RCQ. Didn't drop a game. Flawless victory, that shit. That was 2 weekends ago, but yeah. Maybe it was even 3 weekends ago. Yeah, it was three weekends ago at this point, but still. Fun stuff. Okay. So they didn't want to play or attack with one of their lands, huh? It's not good for me. Okay, okay. Cool. All right, your go. Oh, you're all good. I love talking about Breach. Yeah, I think it's the real deal. I'm definitely going to be playing it, writing a sideboard guide for it after this stream and stuff. I still feel very confident about it. Life Bane Zombie. Okay. Need the Ambers. Yeah, they're kind of expensive. I have updated my list, and I do not play the Ambers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got another Pioneer, another Sicko on the deck here, so that makes me feel I'm less crazy, you know. Jessie is awesome. She's a great Magic player. I didn't get to watch a ton of it, but I already knew Jessie was a Sicko, so watching someone else crush with Breach, I feel like made me and Ross feel a little bit better about playing the deck and just thinking we're crazy, you know? It's like nobody else is playing this deck. Like, we get it's hard to play, but just no one? Come on. I'm like, okay, it's catching on. All right. Oh, that's spicy. Yeah, I can't win. How'd you do this last weekend, Zoe? Well, yeah, you were on teams together, so you top 8'd the team at least, right? All right, I gotta try to diversify from Extinction Event, but sometimes it's just not possible. No, no, you need Max Amber. It's literally part of the combo. You cannot win the game without it. Okay, a little risky, but still a amazing hand. It's technically the nuts if I don't get either Thoughtseized or my elf taken away. That's fair. That's fair. Would you play in the individual? Okay, let's start off with Oath. Yeah, we better just get this forest. I do. I think it's better in the Teferi version. I think they're both similar veins, except this solves a lot of problems. So we don't need the black mana. Kiora seems to be the best right now. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, honestly, that's just modern sometimes. That's why it's hard to evaluate, like, okay, man, my deck is broken, and then you have one really bad tournament, and then the next tournament you just go XO. It's just, a lot of the decks are good. They have certain matchups that are going to be very good, certain matchups that aren't going to be great. So it's tough, but yeah. But, you know, when you already win an event, Zoe, and then you play the next day, like, your shoulders are down, you know, maybe you're like, I got this, like, this should be easy, and then you just, like, lose, you know, 2 rounds, and you're like, oh, wait, dang it. It's not as easy yesterday, or at least for me, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, so I can just play Vraska here. That seems pretty good. But I do not want to play the land because I don't want to get go blanked. At least if I get go blanked here, I still have a storm. It's actually worse in the mirror. It's way worse in the mirror. The mirror, you can Vraska to kill Kiora. You know, like, that's one area where I'm confident that Vraska is better. I think there's other places where Teferi is better. You know, like hyper-aggressive decks, like mono red and stuff. You can just go infinite life and they can't win. I think it's slightly better in those scenarios. But yeah, the mirror, I would much rather have this. Okay, so that's 6. I just got a storm here, I imagine. Could go Old Growth Troll. Yeah, I just got a storm. That's probably perfect. Let's go like this. Now I want to once again play around go blank by just ticking up. Okay, and we'll say go. I haven't looked at the set yet, Nintendo champ, not gonna lie. Thursday when I drive up to Columbus, that's when it's gonna be my, you know, hey, at least we played around it. That's when it's gonna be my check out the rest of the cards type thing. Okay, they're dead. And here's the thing. With Teferi, you'd go infinite mana. I guess, honestly, if this was Teferi, yeah, it would not win the game. It'd go infinite mana, and red-black can probably beat that. Maybe they can, actually. So it's probably GG either way in this scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess I did need a land here. Not bad, not bad. But like here, you know, this is a very low set of resources to combo off. You just need 5 mana and these two together, and you win. And it's over. You go get Ugin's Nexus first, draw a card, and then you get Restorative Blast after that, or Chain Veil, depending on if you have Nykthos and stuff. But, you know, this is comboing without Nykthos, which is pretty nice. Big fan, big fan. Okay, I'm just going to run to the bathroom, y'all, and then we'll come back and we'll play this last round, and then start our deck donation. How are we winning with Vraska? Yeah, no problem, Large Cringe. So we go get a magical little card here with, you go get a magical little card called Ugin's Nexus. If Ugin's Nexus would be put into the graveyard from the battlefield, instead exile it and take an extra turn. So you tick up Vraska, sack it. This goes into exile. So then you take the next turn. Then you can negative Karn for Ugin's Nexus because it's in exile. Tick up Vraska, take the next turn, or get Restorative Blast, that kind of stuff. Without Nykthos there, it's not infinite turns, but I at least would have taken like 4 turns there, which would have been enough. And then I have 8 draws to draw either Nykthos or like anything, you know. But that's how you combo with Vraska. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, no problem, Lord. Yeah, and that's most of it. That's most of it, is taking the extra turns and just Vraska embleming. It's just a faster combo as well, not as convoluted. All right, going for that 4-1, only losing to the mirror. We take those, if it happens. Way easier in paper. Yep, totally agree. Because surprisingly, this deck is actually harder in paper than it is online. Almost always it's the other way around, but it's just the Nykthos math. It's just a pain in the ass. I mean, most of the time it just doesn't matter when you're at the late stage of comboing, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just like, hey, I don't even explain it at all for this. Breach, I explain because it does save a ton of time. And it is just, this is what I'm going to do. Here's my deck. But for this, it's just like, you get Ugin's Nexus, and then you just kind of like look and just keep going, you know? Like, eventually they're getting the point here, but yeah, you don't really have to explain it for this one, because it's fast. It's fast. And it's fun. It's fun to do. It's really fun. All right. And 4 subscribers so far for Factor, y'all. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I hope y'all enjoy some good old meals. That's technically true, dog. That's technically true. No, it's only 60 life you'll deck. All right, I'll try it. Nothing special. I'd like an accelerant for 2. NRG specialist. I know this person. Vraska or Nykthos? Nykthos does ramp me better, but Vraska's at least something to do. So right now I don't have a turn 4 play. I'm gonna take Vraska here. I think it's close though. Hey, what's up, Caspi? How are you, buddy? Another Rakdos deck to round out the day, it looks like. Round out the league. No, Jund. Okay. That could be bad. Jund Korvald nonsense. I haven't actually played against this yet, but it does kind of scare me. Bolus's Citadel is definitely a Bolus's Citadel deck, so we're probably, you know, playing against Heptagon's cousin or something. Because they can do claim the firstborn nonsense, which would be pretty bad. Because I think if they claim... Yeah, I think if they claim and they sacrifice something, I do not get to put Old Girl Troll on a land. I didn't. Red Black Obosh won the Modern PTQ? That's sick. Yeah, I haven't been really looking at results just because it's kind of a dead format at this point. Just because the new set's coming in no time, you know? Okay, I just hope they don't play another threat so I could play Vraska, kill Priest, and then hope that it doesn't die. I have a feeling that's wishful thinking, though. Ooh. I did play both last weekend, and I just didn't find Teferi necessary. But yeah, I just think it's better. Get to kill some creatures and shit, too. To be fair, both of them would be pretty bad in this position, but not much else I can do. So I think I just got to get this Priest out of there. I could just sack Oath. Let him have that. Feels super risky, but I don't really have any good plays. Next turn, you know? All right, YOLO it. That didn't help. So far. 4 main deck relics. Well, I hope that doesn't catch on. 4 main deck relics. That's wild. And Blood Moon? Damn, I don't want to play against this deck. Yeah, yikes. That's a sick one. Cringe indeed. Cringe indeed. Okay. You want to give up both your creatures? Kill my Vraska? I think that's cool with me. Doesn't even kill it right now? Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, I can play and sack this Llanowar to try to get something, but I can't really sack the land. I don't think it's worth it. Llanowar is gonna die anyways. Okay, that was good. Okay. Or is that at least playable? Karn. Crypt isn't gonna do anything, so I might as well just tick up. And then we'll just see if we're not dead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they have 10 damage on board if they play a land. This doesn't feel like a great matchup. Yeah, I really hope Breach doesn't get absolutely destroyed, but... Oh no! My performance is catching on, Lord Cringe. Yeah, I mean, if people want to beat Breach, I'm sure they can. Like, it was as good as it was because people were not paying attention to it, but it's also not a super easy deck to hate out. But, you know, 4 Relic, that style of deck, or that style of deck list is pretty good. That's pretty good. Relic is just low-key one of the best cards in the format right now. So good against a lot of decks. Murktide, it's even good against... Yeah, and Blood Moon is just... Blood Moon's like low-key one of the best cards, but... I tried that deck, dog, and I hated it. The new creativity one, I absolutely hated it. But when this many decks try to do this thing, and like the graveyard is under so much duress, it makes me want to just play non-delirium 4-color. You know, just a non-fuck-around deck. You know, Risen Reese, basically elementals. So I think I'm going to bring that just in case my first tournament goes bad, you know? Yeah, Endurance and Force of Vigor are both really good. Endurance less because, like, 1, players don't know how to time it right. And 2, it's kind of hard to time right, you know? Like, as long as you always keep an artifact in play, and for Breach, though, whenever... I mean, I'm sure, obviously, you know this, but like, for me, I feel like it's not so bad whenever you leave the Breach trigger, or the Grinding Station trigger on the stack, you have one of the 0 drops in play, and then you sack one of the 0 drops, and then if they endurance you, as long as you have another one, it untaps, and then you just kind of go again. But force can be a problem. That's why I'm trying just a shitload of Teferis, hoping that that's going to be good, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I don't think I have a choice between storming here. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. Like, I think it's insane from the Living End side, because Living End has such a fast clock. But, you know, some decks that don't have a super fast clock, I'm not super afraid of Endurance. Like, 4-color, for instance, playing Endurance, like, sure, you got it. But, yeah, from Living End is just already a really scary deck. Okay, so what can I do here? Probably nothing. I think I'm screwed. I mean, I think I just have to storm and hope to get lucky. Tilt. Just don't even know what I can really get. Yeah, I don't know. I felt extremely confident with Breach before, but now that it's on people's radar, people are talking about it, I do think it's going to be worse, but... I'm so screwed. I'm so screwed. I'm so very screwed. You weren't a believer in Breach, though? You're just still sticking with the Living End? Still a great deck, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, let's get something. I might have to get Heart of Kirin. I kind of want to get Pithing Needle, but... I guess Pithing Needle's not bad. Oh, next month. That's your next event. NRG Mini? Yeah, because new set, you know. If you're not playing this weekend, then it just doesn't matter. And I'm really hoping that SCG Columbus doesn't have new cards and I wasn't just being a big old dumbhead. Because I did not anticipate that. And I think it's pre-release, so I'm guessing... yeah, I'm actually going to be there, but I'm going to be commentating an event remotely from Minneapolis because I already booked my flight and I'm already going there to see some friends. So I'm going to be there, but I'm not going to be playing the event. All right, let's see if I'm dead. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Yeah, holy shit. This Jund deck seems like it is meant to beat green decks. I remember seeing lists of this too. Like, this is a good luck Corey style of deck. Alrighty. Okay, Abrupt Decay seems pretty good. And honestly, Fatal Push seems solid as well. I just gotta, maybe all I need is these, because I gotta maintain their Mayhem Devils. Karn seems okay, but they have so many threatens. Honestly, is there a world I take out Old Growth Trolls against them to brick their claims? Feels sad, but honestly... Huh. Yeah, Mayhem Devil doesn't mess around. Still feels wrong to me, to be honest. I'm gonna trim one because I'm a coward, and we'll go like that. Yeah, but I mean, they can steal Troll, and they can also just steal Cavern with that other one, so I don't know. You could be right, but... Yeah. Just makes Kiora so much worse too, which is brutal, but... Yeah, agreed. That's why I like Abrupt Decay. I mean, Push still probably deals with some of that stuff a lot, but Abrupt Decay has just been awesome. Oops. Guess I played the wrong land, technically. In case I top deck a layer, then I screwed up. Yep, I was like, yeah, you gotta play layer first, just in case you top deck the only other layer. Classic. Now it only matters if I can't play a tap land next turn, but still, what are the odds? Well, 1 in 53. I have mastered the caster curse. Yep. What's up, dude? How are you? Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, so there's Karn. So I can play that. Could nick those. That's nowhere near as good. Normally, I'd be able to play an untap land, but now, of course, I do not have that available. Classic. Here's a card. Now, I bet they don't play a lot of actual spot removal for this, but there's probably some, so I think I'll just tick up. But now we'd have an untap land for next turn, so we'll see if it punches us next turn. I think that's when the set comes out, and honestly, man, I haven't even looked yet. I'm focusing on Columbus, and then when I get home, really trying to dive in, but I'm looking at the cards on the drive on Thursday, and kind of gonna evaluate what I want to do for content kind of thing. Well, let's see what we can do. Probably just get a boat here. That seems unbeatable. So what if I go Caryatid? Nick those for 4, untap 6 mana, so then I can boat. Yeah, it seems pretty good. You can't steal a boat, I'll tell you that. That's Grand Theft Auto or whatever the equivalent of boat Theft Auto is. I haven't Halonen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anurag's stream setup and stuff for events is next level. Yeah, I'm like the Anurag to like the Benz, and I'm like the Benz at home, but like riding a tricycle, you know, just with my setup. But yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be a duo. Okay, that's not good for me. Can't crew at least, but ooh, yeah, we like that. That steals that too. Wow. Okay, now on the draw, I think I'm gonna cut Old Girl Trolls for removal. It feels so wrong. But man, they are liabilities. Okay. Yeah, no early access stream yet. I had some other stuff I had to get done, so. Yep. And this is a sponsored stream for anyone joining. If anybody has ever heard of, you know, HelloFresh, or other companies like that, Factor 75 is the one I'm representing today. So if anybody is looking to, you know, get some, I think it's just Factor. I don't know how to work my own stuff. So if anybody's looking to get some good pre-made meals, not pre-made, but, you know, pre-packaged, and all you have to do is just cook them and stuff, you know, check out Factor 75. It's awesome. I just ordered some stuff. All right, I'm going to keep. It's risky, but here we are. It should be 4 Kiora, I think. I'm trying out a Sylvan Caryatid, but it's probably right. Okay. So let's start with this. Hope it doesn't die. Yeah. Oh, it's super well done. And he just keeps up in the game each week and stuff. So yeah, really cool stuff. Yeah, I think with all these decks that are looking to be super hateful in Modern, you know, in all these ways that are like super hateful against the graveyard, you know, that Obosh deck winning that event, I think is pretty telling as well. I think I will bring another deck just to be safe, because it's kind of scary right now for a Breach player, where last week I was like, yeah, this is just the best deck. You know, people aren't prepared for it. If you don't dedicate some cards for it, it's just easy, but now I'm starting to see some stuff out there, and I don't like it. Still gonna play it. It still might be great, but we'll see. Okay, that's not a removal spell for that, at least. Okay, let's start with an Oath. Okay, any order. Play the one they know about. Nice, we can turn on Revolt with Mayhem Devil if they do play a Mayhem, or turn on Revolt for Fatal Push if they do Mayhem Devil. That'd be spicy. Oh, come on. I just want to see it. Nice, Large Cringe. We like that. Oh, come on. It'd be so sweet. I guess they know about it, though, so it's less cool. Oh. Okay. That's pretty good. I'll lose 2 life. Okay, well, guess I can't really do that play anymore. I think I just have to Oath. For another Llanowar, that's not great. Or a Lair. With already having the lands, I think I will get the Llanowar, but there are definite ways where this backfires on me. All right. Get this. Get this. We'll say go. Hopefully we can storm thy festival next turn. Don't really care about Ob Nixilis too much. The fact that it makes tokens that if you sack them, they kill elves, that's the biggest thing, but... with RC coverage. Yeah, I mean, I think that's there's things in place for that. Pretty sure about that, but I could be wrong. Okay. Okay. All right, it's festival time. All right, Cavalier and Kiora seems pretty good. Don't have Nykthos yet, but maybe we'll find it off this. Okay. Now I can deal with Mayhem Devil, which is pretty cute. Karn. Any order. Untap. Fatal Push. Mayhem Devil. And call it good. I hope I don't die. Some crazy crewing nonsense. I mean, that's the whole thought process, Girth God, is because I have so many black cards in the list. But I mean, Kiora is one of the best, if not the best card in the deck, so it's definitely a give and take. I don't know. I think there'll be work to be done when it comes to the new set to change this deck list. But for now, the list that I have in the Patreon with the sideboard guide, feeling really good about it. You know, for anybody who's playing this weekend, you know, then it's going to change and I'm going to rework all the lists in the sideboard guide. So, you know, as far as Pioneer goes, I think I have a valuable patron for exactly this weekend, but then everything's going to change and maybe I do, maybe I don't, you know? So, I would say if you're into Pioneer gaming for this, either join this week for this weekend or wait till next month, where more Pioneer content will be in there. So, you know, that's just if you're looking to join. Okay. Well, still no Kiora, but we got some goods. All right. I think I might keep this in hand as well. I could just Karn for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I could Storm. Could also just Karn for Needle. That's probably better. Get rid of these Obnixiluses. Obnixili. Needle. Obnix. Is this the adversary? All right, here we go. Defense. I mean, for how hateful of a deck this is towards mono green decks, the fact that we're still, you know, in a profitable spot is just so telling of the deck. Like, these are all kinds of decks that are just coming at green these days just to control the win rate from being, you know, astronomical. Okay. For sure want to block one. Probably just want to block both. But it's still my favorite deck to play, that's for sure. I love it. Oh, is this Corvi? Uh-oh, that'd be bad. So I could kill this, but they already have stuff to sack. Yeah. That's scary. Well, don't really want to take 2 damage here, so I'm going to play this. Just kind of tilt. Karn Vraska is pretty solid. But it's definitely not amazing. Okay. Take this one. Yes, we'll sack this. There's Nick, though, so we're almost assuredly winning next turn if we're allowed to block. So I better get my value out of this and get Restorative Blast, I guess. Okay. And now we pray. So I'm very dead to that Threaten card. Yeah, Corval's a pain in the ass, though, to kill. That's for damn sure. And, like, Meteor Golem it, but that's about it. Oh God. Oh God. We were deep in the tank for that one? I guess maybe I'm not. I mean, I guess I am at 1. Okay, they're attacking me with both, so I assume I'm dead. If not, I would not have recommended all this. Start sacking off Nixilus's, right? Yeah. I'll take it. Gonna let me live? I'll bet 1 life. Well, I can't come back. With a cat in the graveyard, all I need is a food? Because, yeah, it's over if I get untap. Hey, y'all, thank God we played Beseiju instead of Overgrown Tomb, huh? All right. Okay, so I need Ugin's Nexus to start this one. Okay, yeah, anyways, we're definitely gonna win. We're just chatting our pleasantries back and forth. All right, restorative for Karn and Karn. Okay, Karn. I'll keep this one. Activate. Chain Veil. For won't matter too much activating this, but I do get to untap. I get to do my favorite thing, sack Oath, play Oath. And there's another Karn for funsies. Their blocks don't matter, so they can attack. Turn off auto yield. All right, then we'll go get Ugin's Nexus. Then we'll say go. There's the Vraska emblem. Bang. Bang. There we go. I didn't get the idea for this deck. I don't know exactly who played it, but a local in Roanoke might have been the first one. Is Matt something? He's like at Bomac Courier Online. I know he was playing it a lot, and I just tried it, and I'm like, okay. The thing that I love the most about this deck is it solved the biggest problem, which was Thing in the Ice at the time. Now Thing in the Ice is trash, but it's still good against other cards that you want to kill. So I still think it is just a better version, but, you know, it's one of those scenarios like this deck's so good. it's all about the flex slots, and it's like if you're playing a couple Teferi, you're playing Nicol Bolas, it doesn't really matter because the normal shell is so good, but I am in favor of this. So yeah, Green Black Devotion, our last ride before Dominaria.